Hey, welcome back to another update of my dividend investing portfolio. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome too. I'm a Canadian investor. I buy and sell Canadian dividend stocks using Wealthsimple Trade and track everything in this custom Google sheet that I made and just kind of let you guys follow along, just kind of seeing what it's like to be me, an amateur investor, definitely not a professional, and just showing you what it's like to track your own stocks and buy and sell with a free trading platform. So, to get started, my stock value at the beginning of today was around $61,150. I'm slightly over a year into this, and at the moment I'm up 9.66%. That's awesome. That's like, yeah, I'm often hovering around 5%, but in the last couple weeks this has really been skyrocketing, and that's very welcome. I won't say no to that. But yeah, overall everything's going really well. I have an estimated annual dividend income. So like most of the stocks that I buy are dividend stocks. They average out, the whole portfolio averages out to just under 3.9% dividend yield, and that works out to about, $2,375 per year of totally passive tax-free income. Now, I'm going to buy some stocks. I'm going to show you the stocks that I bought today, and I spent around $1,000, I think just a little bit under that, of the available cash that I had, and I'm going to come back to this and show you at the end of the video how much my annual dividend income will increase based on the stocks that I bought today. But kind of just looking into the portfolio, we can see that still my biggest sector is real estate, followed by utilities. Industrials is really starting to creep up there, and that's all right with me. It's going to continue growing, as you'll see in this video. And here are all of the positions that I have and their tickers. Actually, not all of them, because some of them you can't really see in here, but it's better to just jump into the next page. But before we do that, down here also you can just see these are all the dividend that I've received by month in total. This is a mixture of all the dividends that I get from each company, and you can see that here even like in this tab. I just track every single dividend payment that I get, and these kind of sum up to be what you see in this chart. So looking at the portfolio tab, this is where I kind of break down what's going on for each of my positions individually. At the moment I have them sorted for the biggest positions at the top, followed by the smaller positions at the bottom. But I can also like change this around a little bit. So for example, if I wanted to filter by sector, I could have all of them in alphabetical order: utilities, real estate, industrials, so on, and just get a different kind of view of that if I'm interested in it. But I often prefer to sort it this way because I'm just used to looking at it this way. Totally up to anyone, So I'll just turn off that filter. And anyways, take a look at what's going on here. Some of the smaller positions down here, you can see some make up less than 1%, whereas the biggest ones are encroaching 9%. And I'm really trying to like get these to be a smaller percentage of my portfolio by buying shares that are in the smaller positions, but it doesn't always work out that way. And actually today when I was buying stocks, I was pretty much just buying stocks that are in the red for me today, trying to reduce my average price on certain positions. So I picked up one of Allied Properties. They were a little bit in the red for me, so I just dropped in an extra share. Buying one share, I already have over 100, so when I buy one, it doesn't really impact the price that much. But I thought, you know what, I might as well just throw that in, just one. That should be enough. I picked up some Algonquin Power and Utilities. These ones are like smashed to bits right now, but I figured down 9%, like I think I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna add in a couple and really ride that down. I also picked up TransAlta Renewables and Northland Power, which is pretty beat up at the moment as well. I also just picked up some in Acon. So I actually just jumped into this company last week, I believe. If we look at this, yeah, here we go. This is like the Sparkline. And they crashed up, they dropped about 11%, I think, to this point from this little high here. And that's when I bought in, and then they fell another 5%. So I was like, shoot, I bought in a little bit too early on this dip, but they like shoot up and down all the time. And I have got lucky on a swing trade with them in the past, so I'm trying to sort of maybe do it again. So I picked up some more of those guys. And the one company that I did pick up that wasn't in the red for me was Power Corporation of Canada. This is just one of my smallest positions. It's actually my smallest position that I actually kind of care about. The two below it are just kind of like whatever. So I just wanted to slowly grow this. Even though it's in the green, I'm just trying to get these little tiny positions, like add shares in, even if they're not a super good deal at the time, just to build them up anyways. So let's take a look in Wealthsimple Trade in the activity tab just to confirm, which companies or which shares I did buy today. And you can see here it's November 11th, so I bought a couple, just 44 bucks worth of AQN, 44 bucks worth of Allied Properties, a little bit of AQN, NPI, Power Corporation, Aegon, and TransAlta Renewables. So what I do is I take this exact information, for example, 5 shares of TransAlta Renewables. I write this down, including the exact share price that I paid per share, and I bring that into the Google Sheet on my transactions tab, and this is basically just a master list of all of the shares that I have and all the transactions that I've done, and I just drop this in with the exact quantity and price paid for each of the transactions that I did on this day. And I always do double check over here that the totals add up to the totals that I had in Wealthsimple Trade to make sure that I didn't have like the wrong share price or the wrong quantity or something like that. But if all of that checks out, then the last thing that I like to do is just drop back into the summary tab, confirm that my available cash has gone down, so I spent actually a little bit less than I had available, and also see here what has happened to my annual dividend income. So at the beginning of the video, it was around $2,375. Now we're up to $2,401. It's an increase of about $26 per year in totally passive income from dividends. So there you go, guys. That number is just keeps on creeping up, and cool. Finally, actually, just now, I think that I finally crossed $200 per month. Yeah, so that's on average. I don't get that exactly 200, but this is basically just a 2401 divided by 12. So that's kind of, some months will be a little bit over, some months will be a little bit lower. But that's actually awesome. I think I should make a video, a milestone video about that or something, what I could do with that if I wanted to spend it. But what I'm doing for now is I'm just reinvesting it all the time alongside the money that I'm depositing and really trying to build up my dividend snowball effect. So guys, there you go. That's what it's like being me with my portfolio. If you like the video, make sure you drop a thumbs up. And yeah, if you're into dividend stocks or trading or whatever, make sure you leave a comment down below and I'd love to chat with you. So guys, thanks a lot. I'll see you in the comments and in the next video.